When someone sees a block they want, they rush. They try to stack too many things all at once. They copy someone else's structure. They skip the foundational pieces. And just like Jenga, when you rush, the tower collapses. So today, I want to show you how you can flip jealousy from something that drains energy into something that builds direction. I'm going to use a metaphor you already understand. In college, I would spend hours trying to understand a math concept, and the person next to me would get it in minutes. And I would think, how is this so easy for them? Am I behind? Am I in the wrong major? That feeling, that's jealousy. And it's not a flaw, it's data. Now here's the thing, because let me say something most people get wrong. Jealousy is not a weakness. It's not insecurity, and it's not something you need to fix. Jealousy is information. In fact, people who think clearly don't ignore information. They learn how to read it. High-level decision makers don't judge emotions. They study patterns. And jealousy is one of the clearest patterns there is. Now, here's what changed everything for me. One day, I realized I wasn't comparing myself to everyone. I was comparing myself to the best people in the class I struggled in, the students who made it look effortless. And all of a sudden I realized what's even more interesting, I never had that thought in marketing or sales classes because those came naturally to me. In those classes, when I was thriving, I wasn't looking around thinking, why does it come so easily to them? I just did the work. And isn't that odd? I think in general, when we struggle, the grass is always greener on the other side. When we thrive, we don't even notice the other side exists. That moment taught me something I use to this day as a leadership expert and behavioral economist. Jealousy isn't proof something is wrong with you. Jealousy is proof that something matters to you. It's your attention lighting up a desire. So today, I want to show you how you can flip jealousy from something that drains energy into something that builds direction. I'm going to use a metaphor you already understand. Jenga. I have it right here. Most people think Jenga is a party game. It's not. In fact, Jenga is a game about structure becoming visible. Because the moment the tower wobbles, you can't pretend it's stable. Your body reacts before your brain explains it away. That's jealousy. Jealousy is the wobble. Think of your life like a Jenga tower. Every block represents something you want, not abstract goals. Concrete desires, confidence, clarity, visibility, and a certain pace of work, a way of living that feels sustainable. Everyone has blocks. That's not the difference. The difference is how people stack them. So, jealousy shows up the moment you notice a block in someone else's tower that you haven't placed yet in your own. And here's the key distinction most people miss. That block isn't missing, it's just unplaced. So, those are not the same thing. Missing sounds like not for me. Unplaced sounds like not yet. Missing creates shame. Unplaced creates strategy. Most people experience jealousy and immediately personalize it. They ask, what's wrong with me? Or why does she have that and I don't? That's emotional thinking. Now, here's the thing. Clear thinkers ask a different question. They ask, what information is this pointing to? Because jealousy is not about the other person. It's how awareness arrives before action. It's your brain revealing a preference you haven't admitted out loud. Now, let's talk about why people get this wrong. And this is actually the interesting thing. When someone sees a block they want, they rush. They try to stack too many things all at once. They copy someone else's structure. They skip the foundational pieces. And just like Jenga, when you rush, the tower collapses. Not immediately, eventually. And that is really important. That collapse is expensive. It costs confidence, momentum, trust in your own judgment. This is where Petit practice matters. Petit practice is not about doing less. Petit practice is about placing the next block well. One block, chosen deliberately, placed with care. In Jenga, you don't grab the biggest piece first. You look for the one that fits. Small blocks matter, placed well. Large blocks matter. And what matters is stability. Slow doesn't mean you're stuck. Slow means stable. People who build towers that last understand this. They don't compare structures. They don't borrow blocks. They don't match somebody else's pace. In fact, they build according to their own base. Here's the practical shift. The next time jealousy shows up, don't shame it. Don't spiral. Don't talk yourself out of it. Pause and ask one question. What is the next block I can place well? Not the most impressive block, not the loudest block, not the one that gets applause, the one that fits now. That question alone separates reactive thinkers from leaders. Because leaders don't eliminate tension, they work with it. You don't need to knock down anyone else's tower. You don't need their structure and you don't need their speed. Your only responsibility is to keep building. One block at a time, placed intentionally, repeated consistently. That's how real momentum is built. Quietly, steadily, in a way that holds when pressure hits. If this changed how you see jealousy, stay here. This channel is about thinking clearly, making better decisions, and building progress that lasts. I invite you, watch the next episode and go back to preview our previous ones. We would love to stay on and let us know in the comments what you enjoyed most.